Good morning. Here we are again. Digital transformation, part 9. We talked a little bit about the F&B industry last week. I'll share some ideas on the transport sector. When I was younger, in the country where I lived at that point in time, the government tried to promote car sharing. And they did that by assigning special lanes on the highway for people with more than three persons in the car. Create park and ride spots outside of towns where people could meet and join each other in the car. But that didn't really work because it was too much of a hassle to find people that at the same time, at the same location, needed to go to the same destination. Exactly what is happening now with Grab Share or other car sharing apps. And that is what made digital transformation possible. Where in the past you had to go through a lot of trouble to find a buddy, somebody to share your ride with, that is now completely simple with the apps and with the digital means of today. Another thing is buses. Buses used to come on time. They had to run on time because you had no clue where they were. So in the village where I lived, the bus came at whatever, every half hour. If you missed it, you had to wait for half an hour. So you better be on time. And the bus had to be on time as well, which was not always possible because of traffic, because of the weather, whatever. Now, that's not so important anymore. The bus doesn't have to be on time. As long as you know in how many minutes it will be arriving. And here in Singapore, that's exactly what you can know. A lot of bus stops have these signs where you can see at what time bus 16 or bus 8 will be arriving in how many minutes. There are apps on which you can see that. So the bus doesn't have to be riding on time anymore. So this is things that digital technology have made possible. In the past, because of the lack of communication, because of the lack of information, it was not so easy to organize your transport in the way that it is possible now. I think you can think of these sort of examples yourselves as well. Digital technology can transform business models quite drastically and can have a big impact. We all know that. We see shared bikes, which basically means you don't buy a bike, you buy transportation if and when you need that. So think out of the box. That sounds a bit lame, but it is what you need to do. You need to step away from how we always have been doing things to how could we do things with the technology that we have. So keep that in mind and be creative. Look around you, read what's happening in other industries and see if you can come up with models that can change, that can transform your business model in the industry that you're working in. All right, more next week.